Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sand Mountain Park. We are in Albertville, Alabama. And the only exclusively winners bracket game of the day about to get underway. Everything prior, everything following elimination games. Opening point belonging to Enterprise State. And already today we have seen more teams go. Coastal Alabama North, Snead State exiting. Calhoun, Southern Union, Bishop State all out as well. As that is in the corner. 2 in a row for Enterprise State to begin this one. So yesterday, Southern Union, Bishop State exit. Today, Calhoun and Coastal North in the opening game. Moments ago, Snead State. This one doesn't take anybody out. A couple of unbeatens. But the game that follows at 6 p.m. will, as that is driven down the line by LBW. Saints, the number 1 seed out of the South, putting Salome de Jesus, Kaylin Green, Ashlyn Kelly, Adeline Stewart, Elizabeth Bean, and Brianna Smith on the floor with the libero Reese Smith to begin things. Meanwhile, for Enterprise State, Riley Berry, Emma Claire Long, Charlie Walker, Olivia Freeman, Christina Vigil, Kaylee Petty, and the libero Lillian Rhodes. And check that change in direction. Thought initially that was out, having touched a Saint. It was out, having not touched a Saint. Driven cross court by Bean. And it's a 2-apiece contest. The number 1 and the number 2 seeds out of the South, and the number 1 seed out of the North, all that's left. Wallace Hansville still in it despite getting shut out last night by Enterprise State. But they have rallied. It is like they are back with a vengeance, with a couple of sweeps this morning over Calhoun and Snead State. Knotted up at 3. Pulled off the net by Walker. Petty driving it and going long, and that'll give the Saints their first lead. Well, is this the year? The year that Wallace Hansville and their domination, their stranglehold on the number 1 spot in the conference gives way to a South Division team. Of course, you got some Boll Weevils and Saints that hope so. Shoved into the backcourt by Long. And as Bean stepping up, firing cross court, is retrieved by Rhodes. Back set. Driven down the line by Walker. But it is out of the Saints by 2. The libero, Lillian Rhodes with the serve to her libero counterpart, Reese Smith. But check that, just the opposite. Rhodes to Smith. And it'll become a 1-point game. Riley Berry with the serve. Riley Berry, 31 aces this year serve-wise. Stewart's shot. It will drive the 6th point on the board for LBW. Checking into the lineup is Molly Powell. And Powell will go back to serve for the Saints. Up by 2. Petty first touch. Freeman driving it over. She is a nearly 500 hitter. Great length there in the middle part of the floor. And reaches and just pops it back across. Walker will serve. Over goes to Bean. Bean just a little bit long. We're knotted up at 6. Charlie Walker with the serve. First touch, Powell. Little joust there on the net. Brianna Smith winning it for the Saints. They'll take a 1-point lead. Poked over by Long, nibble the fingertips of Kelly. And that'll be driven cross court by DeJesus, but out of bounds. And we are knotted up at 7. By the way, if you think this set is going to end in 3, you got somewhere to go in about an hour, well, you're probably going to miss part of the match. I doubt seriously one team will sweep the other. Petty driving it into the backcourt. Picked up by Bean. Over and goes to DeJesus. Cross court, Petty able to return. Bean with a pump. Shoved over by Smith. DeJesus blocked by Vigil. Boll Weevils with a 1-point lead. Heck, they played twice in the regular season, and neither one of those matches was a sweep. No reason to believe this one will be. There's why she is so dominant. Freeman extending the Enterprise State lead to 2. Emma Claire Long next. 36 aces on the year for Long. And she'll get another as it's off Powell. The winner of this one awaits the team in orange, seated behind the Boll Weevils. That is Wallace Hansful. Smith with a back set. Kelly sends it over. She will go long. Saints want to talk. Boll Weevils grow their lead to 4. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Crafts got it. Long throw over, and he got it. (11-7) Boll Weevil lead. Serving is Long. Enterprise State opened up with a win over Sneed State and then followed with a win over Wallace Hansful. LBW opening with a win over Southern Union and then knocked off Coastal Alabama North. And the Boll Weevils up by 5. Put over by Long. Smith setting up DeJesus. Aims to the other side of the floor. There to retrieve is Rhodes. Petty shoves it into the backcourt. Back set. Driven over by Stewart. Over to DeJesus. Blocked by Vigil. Enterprise State with a 6-point lead. Winner of this one takes the rest of the day off. They'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. The losers got to play more. Over it goes to Petty. Petty driving it. Ricochets off of Kelly. DeJesus over to Rhodes. Jammed over by Freeman. Boll Weevils with a touchdown lead. Long serving. First touch by Stewart. Bumped over by DeJesus, and there's Freeman again. That is so hard to defend against. A .426 hitter on the year. And the Bull Weevils have jumped out to an 8-point lead. Little flick over by Smith. Joust on the net. Bumped over to De Jesus. Got it inside the antenna. Petty's there. Over to Freeman, and there's that set again. That is money in the bank. And the Bull Weevils stretch the lead to 9, prompting another Saints timeout. Saints riding a 14-game winning streak coming in. You better believe they have faced adversity during that streak and in a 26-4 season. Well, they've got that adversity right now, down by 9. As the serve from long is just that. And the Saints will score coming out of the timeout. 16-8 contest. First touch, Roans, back set, Freeman. They're just feeding into Freeman, and she's having a feast. Serve back over to the Bull Weevils, Roans serving. And the lead goes back to 9. Smith with a serve. Green with a little joust on the net. Able to produce the point with a battle with Petty. Served up by Smith. Over to Petty. And the double block. Stewart's there and Green is there. Saints down by 9 and 1 point. Trim 2 off the lead and make it 7. Smith again with a serve. Perry in the lineup, trying to crush it over. De Jesus is there. Over to Petty. Left side, cross court. Picked up by the libero Smith. That is tipped over by Stewart. Back set to Petty. Ricochets off Smith. Shoved over to De Jesus. Flicks it right in front of Long. Saints trimming to 6. Served up by Smith. Got the ace. The lead goes to 5. Brianna Smith again serving. 58 aces on the year coming into the weekend. For a team with better than 200 on the season. Petty aiming for the corner, goes wide. It's a 4-point game. And that prompts an Enterprise State timeout. 17-13 Bull Weevils. Saints getting right back into set 1.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Both of these teams lost to the other on the visiting floor. Saints lost in Enterprise. Enterprise lost in Andalusia. Picked up by Long. Over it goes to Petty. Petty left side. Able to squeeze it through the green block. And when you look at the first meeting between these two on the 25th of September, the big guns for LBW, Stewart with 12 kills, Bean with 13. For Enterprise State, Freeman with 13 and Petty with 11. Barry with a block. And then on the 8th of October, when they played in Andalusia, for Enterprise State, Walker had 13. And De Jesus for the Saints, 14. So each time these two teams met, it was different big contributors. Over it goes to Bean. Jams it off the Walker block. Picked up by Petty. Back over to Petty for the left side. That got Green and drops on the Saints side. Back to a 7-point lead. Boll Weevils hoping they have weathered the Saints storms. Saint, they're trying to muster up another. And we'll get them within 4 again, and obviously eventually closer. Long. Over to Rhodes, who bumps it across. Back set. Green delivering. Perry got a hand on it. Blocked by Green, but picked up by Walker. Penny. Into the backcourt to the libero. Smith delivering. Driven over by Bean. Serve back over to the Saints. First touch by Rhodes. Barry in his block. Bean and Green there. Saints trim it to 5. We're at the Sand Mountain Park, Albertville, Alabama. Over it goes to Walker, and Walker jamming it cross court. Putting the serve into the hands of Kaylee Petty. Petty with 29 aces this year as a team. Boll Weevils 273 coming into the weekend. Over to Bean, blocked by Walker, and it got Smith on the way out. Another Petty serve. Petty, the freshman. A Bristol, Florida product. Back set. Into the net goes Stewart. Petty serving again. And the Boll Weevils 2 away from an opening set win. Green driving it over the middle. Picked up by Vigil. And the Vigil pass on the Laren. Served up by Reese Smith. Back set. What a block by Bean. Able to drive it back over. Saints draw to within 5. And there's a timeout on the floor with a break in action. We pause too. Saints not willing to give up on set number one, down by 5, 23-18. Forcing an Enterprise State timeout. Reese Smith, 17 aces on the year, serving. This is a Saints squad that averages 2 aces per set. And an Enterprise State squad averaging about 2.5 a set. Blocked by Bean. Saints cut it to a 4-point game. Over by Smith. The libero on the opposite side, Rhodes, first touch. Smith with a bounce and then a little miscommunication, but still the ability to drive it over by Stewart. Smith continuing to serve, now a 3-point game. Over to Walker, tips it over that front line. Smith able to dig it out. Driven by Stewart. Aiming for the corner and goes just a hair long, but the official said, I saw it from up here. It was good, and the Saints cut it to 2. Well, the line judge sent out. Our official on top of the stand set in. And it's a 2-point game. Over it goes to Long, and Long will bang it off of the new hands, the fresh hands of Cuba Wiggins. Riley Berry trying to serve up a first set win for the Boll Weevils. De Jesus, first touch, over to Bean. Tips it over, pulled off the net by Walker. Vigil sending it to Walker, and Walker drops it in the corner. Enterprise State taking the opening set in this one. (25-21). The battle has just begun, however, as the ladies swap sides of the floor and we get ready for set number 2 on JockJive. Bull Weevils taking the opening set, 25-21. Here we go with set number 2. Saints will try to tie it up. Weevils will try to take that commanding 2-0 lead. Got a final from Milledgeville, Georgia. NJCAA football, number 2 ranked Georgia Military knocks off Clayton State 76-0. And for Georgia Military College, 1 game remaining. Next week in Pennsylvania against Lackawanna. They win, and chances are they are hosting a Final Four game in December in Georgia. Don't think that's ever happened there at Davenport Field in Milledgeville. Saints started with a Smith serve. Over to Freeman. Using the left hand, dinks it over. Stewart got to it, but eventually out of bounds off Bean. And Enterprise State scoring the first point in this one. Serve over to the Bull Weevils. First touch Stewart, back set, De Jesus, little dink over, nobody there. Trying to dive and retrieve was Rhodes. We're tied at 1. 1 more game to go, slated for a 6 p.m. start. And that is Wallace Hansville against the loser of this one. Winner of this one is in the driver's seat. Just got to win 1 more match on Sunday. Vigil able to fist it back onto the floor. Long sends it over. Back set. Kelly with a drive. Vigil back over to Long. Blocked by Stewart. And Freeman will stick it into the net. Saints by 2. De Jesus on the serve. Vigil setting on the mid part of the floor. Left-handed shove over by Freeman. Back set. Bean goes long. Back to a 1-point game. Key set. You don't have to win it if you're the Saints. But it is key to a victory. And if you are Enterprise State, you're talking about the possibility of building a commanding lead. Let's see what happened when these two teams met previously. In Andalusia, Saints win set 2, Enterprise 3. And then, I'll make that Saints win 1, Enterprise State 2, and then 3 and 4 went to the Saints. And we'll take a look at what happened in Enterprise on the 25th of September. LBW 1, Enterprise State 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So can't find any rhythm, any trend in what happened in the regular season. First touch, Smith. And yes, there are a couple of Smiths on the floor to get fingertips. Stewart says it got petty. The official says it did not. It's a 1-point game. Over it goes to Bean. Bean lobs it. Picked up by Petty. Free ball sent over by Rhodes. Over to Bean. This time driven and dug out by Long. Little shove across. Rhodes able to get there. Perry driving it over. Picked up by Smith. And that is blocked out of bounds by Barry off the Stewart shot. Adeline Stewart serving, 25 aces this year for Stewart. First touch Long over to Petty, left side. And she was able to drop it inside the line. and turn it into a 1-point game. Well, apparently some moisture on the floor that's got to be absorbed. Just need to have a roll of, Bounty paper towels. After all, they are the quicker picker-upper. But instead, we'll use a towel from the sidelines. Hey, thanks so much to all the folks here. What a great crew to work with at Sand Mountain Park. Mike Morrison and his staff. First time for the ACCC to be in this arena. First time for me to be in this arena. Gorgeous complex. Here on top of Sand Mountain, 1,065 feet above sea level. Blocked by Petty, the green attempt. Over it goes to Bean, tries to fist it over, does. Petty picks it up, back set. Walker drives, blocked out of bounds by Bean. Well, we got sports going on all over the place. Volleyball here, baseball in Alexander City, baseball in Headland, Alabama. Had football that just wrapped up in Milledgeville, Georgia. And we are working a couple of ESPN Plus games for the SIAC. I think one's in South Carolina, not sure where the other is. And we are delighted that you're watching this one, as that goes long and knots us at 7. Bean serving for the Saints. Over it goes to Perry, drives it over, picked up by Bean, shoved over to DeJesus. Little dink over, Petty able to dig it out. Driven over by Long off green. Eight, 7 Boll Weevil lead. Bumped by Stewart over to Green. Green, little two-handed shove, dug out by Rhodes. Over it goes to Walker, blocked by DeJesus. Then it's Long, trying him from the left side, picked up in the backcourt by Bean. Over to DeJesus, drives it. And then DeJesus shoves it right back over. Petty driving it to Smith. Bean dropping it in front of the inline. And we are tied up at 8. And speaking of 8, number 8, Ashlyn Kelly checking into the game for the Saints. Serving is Addie Donegan. And Donegan will clip the top of the net and trickle it over. I've said so many times, man, if you could just bottle that up. If you could turn that one single act into perfection, it might not matter what kind of volleyball player you were if you could serve like that. A little more perspiration on the floor. Now I'm looking over to the Saint sidelines, and they have, is that boat paddles tied together with the Saint emblem in the middle. I'm not sure what the meaning is for the boat paddles. They are rowing, they are paddling their way. I'm sure there is a reason, a meaning. Bumped over to Long. Long driving and dropping it in front of Donegan. And it's a 9-apiece game. Let's see, they can also be boat oars. Over it goes to DeJesus. Blocked by Walker. That'll go long, and we are knotted up at 10. Rhodes back into the game. Barry going to the sidelines for the Boll Weevils. Serve over to the other side of the floor. Brianna Smith doing the honors. Dug out by Petty. And that is just hammered across. Walker off beat. Enterprise State by 1. Wow, what a job by Smith. That was just sheer athleticism. Freeman going long. And it all started with Smith. Just an exceptional dig to return the shot when it looked like it was going to drop. De Jesus launches it over. Little joust on the net. Won by Vigil. And there you see. And by the way, I attributed the success to the wrong side of the floor. Vigil saw it come back on her side. And it was Kelly that created that point. The ace another, and the Saints go up by 2. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a subscription nearby. If you're watching on the ACCC Sports Network, then you're going to have to go to YouTube to find that subscribe button. But we are shooting for like 5,300. That's the new goal. As I mentioned before, when we get that, we'll go for another goal. We're never happy. Well, we'll be happy when we get, I want to think, 1 million. Although in my lifetime that probably won't happen, but if we did, then I'd probably want 2 million. Back over by Stewart. Saints by 3. De Jesus serving in a 3-point game. Saints 14, Enterprise State 11. That will go long. Boll Weevil serving. Bumped over to Payne, and Payne will stick it in the net. Boll Weevils draw to within 1. First year here at Sand Mountain, last couple of years in Mobile. That drops in the corner, and ace is delivered. But the Coliseum in Mobile is undergoing renovations. Hard to play volleyball when there's all kinds of construction work on the floor and the arena. Freeman blocked it, hoped that it would drop on the Saints side. It drops out of bounds. So the conference looked for a new home. Found it here in Albertville. Bean driving it back over, picked up by Walker. The Saints will deliver. It's a 2-point LBW lead. Serving is Smith, by the way, this spring. LBW softball and baseball coming to JockJive. Petty driving across court. Smith got a hand on it, but it will head to the exit. And it's a 1-point game again. Floated over to De Jesus. Back set, Stewart tips it over. Dug out by Rhodes, over to Penny. And Penny drops it in front of the in-line. $16 each. The serve is long. A 1-point ball game. Adeline Stewart serving for the Saints. Just cleared the net. Long got it. Over goes to Penny, and Penny off Smith. $17 each. Set number 2. Boll Weevils win the opening set. Over to Bean. Bean drives. Blocked by Walker. Boll Weevils with a 1-point advantage. Smith with the back set. Green tips it over. Green drops it in. It's 18 each. Bean serving. Into the backcourt, first touch long. And Penny was trying to get around Vigil to swat it over and got the antenna. Elizabeth Bean serving again. 226 digs. A 163 hitter in Bean. And a little issue with that antenna after getting popped. It is back to where it should be, and we're back to the Bean serve. Penny shot. I'm not sure that it was blocked. It wasn't. It went into the net. And the Saints go up by 2. Over to Perry, and Perry drives it. Carly Petty serving 29 aces this year for the 193 hitting Petty. Freshman outside hitter. And she'll go long. Bean watched it just to make sure she had the eyes on the ball the entire time. Served by Dunnigan. Dunnigan delivering with the ace. 11 in the regular season, 1 here, and Enterprise State sees the Saint lead go to 3 and ask for time. Here's the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double. The single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. Saints 3 away from knotting it up in a set each. Dunnigan serving. And I think we're waiting for the music to end. Well, before the music ends, apparently waiting for a little moisture cleanup on the floor. Kind of an aisle 4 cleanup. Dunnigan serving. Over it goes to Long, and she goes long. But there were fingertips. Saints are going, what? The official on the stand says yes. And Saints were already celebrating the point and had the ball back into the hands of Dunnigan to serve. So the serve back over to the Boll Weevils. 20 serving 22. First touch Bean over to De Jesus and drives it off Walker. Nibble the top of the net for Smith. Freeman driving it over, picked up by Bean. Back set to Stewart, and Stewart fingertips on the way out, and the Saints are a point away from knotting it up at 1. Brianna Smith serving. And she will serve into the net. So the serve back over to the other side of the floor. First touch Smith. Shoved over by Kelly. Vigil setting up Long. Able to get a hand on it, Smith. Bumped over to Stewart. De Jesus, the set, gets out of the way. Stewart tries to tip it. De Jesus drives it. Petty got to it. Petty into the backcourt. Smith there. Over it goes to Green, and she couldn't get it on the inside of the antenna. And we've got a timeout on the floor as the Boll Weevils cut it to a 2-point game. Saints still a point away from wrapping up the set. Over to De Jesus, and there it is. Set number 2 belonging to LBW. So we have played 2 and are going to 3. And by golly, no surprise, both teams have won in the win column. 25-21 Boll Weevils, 25-22 Saints. If you've been watching volleyball this year in the ACCC, no surprise that this one is knotted up at 1. And we are headed to set number 2. Penny blocking the De Jesus shot. Christina Vigil will serve. Vigil, a Houston, Texas product. Serving into the net. When you look at the Enterprise State roster, got some hometown folks playing in this one. Freeman out of Enterprise. Lillian Rhodes, Enterprise. From Skipperville, Alabama, Emma Claire Long. Point awarded to the Saints. LBW pulling from Enterprise too. Kaylin Green is from Enterprise. And Ashlyn Kelly from Andalusia. And as you look at the contributing locals, Penny serving in a 2-2 game. Picked up by Bean. Smith back over to Bean. And she will go out. Paul Weevils take the lead. 3-2 advantage with Penny serving. I am impressed by the small town talent the teams in the ACCC find. You look at these rosters, and you've got Wicksburg on Enterprise State. You've got Geneva. You've got Bristol. Those are all small communities. And then when you look at LBW, you got Sneads represented twice, as a matter of fact. They must have one heck of a program at Sneads because Coastal North has got a couple of Sneads products. You've got Ashford, Alabama. Chatham, Hope Hall, all represented by the Saints. Riley Berry serving, 5-3 score, set number 3, with at least a 4th set and maybe a 5th. And we are just about an hour in. Tipped back over by Long. LBW asking for time as the lead early goes to 3. Just about all white. Jones County diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Enterprise State jumping out of a 3-point lead early, 6-3 advantage. Back set to Stewart, drives it and goes long. Lead to 4 with Berry serving. Smith with a set for Bean. Bean left side. Berry almost wound up a Saint. She was that far under the net, traveling to the other side of the floor, trying to return the shot. Serve over to the Saints. And more moisture on the floor. Boy, these ladies are working hard. If you're sweating in this arena, it is cool. I had to go out on day 1 and pull out the spare gear in the van. After so many years, you try to get prepared for anything and got some warm weather gear in the van. Just needed, okay, not real warm, but needed just a tad of warm. It's a little chilly in here, but ladies still working up a sweat. Charlie Walker will serve. Over goes to Bean. Blocked. Freeman, but didn't get across. Got there, but just could not bring it back over. And the Saints will pick up their 5th point. Off fingertips. That will go a little bit long. And the service error makes it a 9-6 game. Served up by the Saints. First touch, Walker, back set, Freeman. That's the money shot. The money set and the money shot for Enterprise State. Freeman, a 6-footer. Well, she looks taller than 6 feet. Rhodes will serve. Bumped over to De Jesus, able to lob it over that front line. Petty driving it down the line, but out. Saints draw to within 2. Eight serving 10, set number 3. And at least 4 this afternoon. Petty driving it. It is blocked by Kelly and winds up near the stands. And that 4-point lead all but gone, down to 1. Saints trying to tie it up here. Ball Weevils put back onto the floor by Vigil. Somehow, Long was able to get it back over. That will go long from Stewart. Saints claiming fingers, they got none. And it'll be Vigil serving for Enterprise State. In the backcourt to Smith, back set, De Jesus drives. And that'll wind up near the commissioner. Dean Myrick almost had to get up and retrieve a volleyball, except there was a gentleman nearby. First touch, Rhodes. Back set, Penny. And that is off Bean and Kelly. (12-10) Weevil lead. Petty with the serve. Into the backcourt to Bean. Smith shoving it back over to Bean. Bean. Perry blocks it out of bounds. Saints get the serve back. Punched over by Smith. And right back over by Bean. We're tied at 12. And Enterprise State now calling for time. Smith serving in a 12-12 game. Who will take the advantage? 2-1. And we'll wind up in the stands, and at least at the moment, the advantage belonging to Enterprise State. But as we already know where this is concerned, this match, this battle between two South Division teams, a 1-point lead at this point in the set is simply a 1-point lead. It's not much of an indicator of anything. Petty will drive it, leans in and pops it across. Bean with a set, Petty in the backcourt. Setting up Long, and Long drives it into the corner. Ball Weevils push the lead out to 2. Circumstances change drastically for the loser of this one. I mean, you're talking about being right in the thick of things in the winner's bracket. And then being on the verge of elimination. Wow, shot right back over by Freeman. This is what Freeman does, and does so impressively. Bean with a bump. Barry with a bump over to Freeman. Tips it over, able to get there with Stewart. Into the backcourt to Petty. Back set, Walker blocked by Bean. And blocked where it was irretrievable. Into the corner, that vacant spot on the floor. Stewart with the serve, high into the air with the Rhodes pass. Petty driving it over. Free ball sent over by Green. Freeman tips it, able to save it, Stewart. Bean shoving individual there. Over it goes to Long. Pump back over to Bean. Bean left side. Goes Long. Didn't get hands. It did not, and the Boll Weevils go up by 4. Charlie Walker with the serve. Setting up Bean, drives it. Petty got a hand on it, but knocked it into the stands. A 3-point contest. Rhodes first touch. Vigil set for Long, and Long driving it off fingertips. Boll Weevils by 4. In to serve for the Boll Weevils. It is Kennedy Miller. Kennedy Miller has appeared in 19 matches, 34 sets. Freeman trying to flick it into the corner, and she'll go long. Saints serving in a 3-point game. Into the net with the serve. Now looking at that September 25th meeting between the two, 9 LBW service errors, 15 Enterprise State service errors. 22 points awarded to the other team on errors. Timeout on the floor. Saints, Weevils up by 5. Rhodes will serve. Boll Weevils trying to take set 3 and have a 2-1 lead going to 4. Saints trying to come from 5 back in set 3. Stewart sending it over to Penny, left side. And that'll drop in front of the inline. Rhodes again with the serve. Picked up by Smith. Over goes to DeJesus. Blocked by Vigil. It goes out of bounds off Smith. Rhodes serving with a 7-point lead. First touch Smith. Second touch Smith. Different Smith. Bean into the net. Boll Weevils 2 away from a set 3 win. Served up by Rhodes. Got the ace. In ricochets off Smith. There has not been a double-digit lead in this match. Boll Weevils trying to finish set number 3 up by 10. Kelly sending it over, picked up by Walker. That is bumped over to DeJesus. Into the backcourt, Walker first touch. Vigil to Penny. Smith able to block it. Back over to Penny. Saints will cut the lead by 1. It's an 8-point game. Saints with the serve. Gotta play perfection the rest of the set. Penny drives, and it's blocked by Kelly. Timeout on the floor. It ain't over yet in set number 3. Here's the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double, the single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. We are still at set point. We've been here a couple of serves now. It's a 24-17 game. Little shove over by Vigil. Looked like she was going to do the set. Boy, you talk about a little trickery from Vigil, able to send it over. And the Boll Weevils take a 2-1 lead. And now, if you're the Saints, it's a must-win set. If you're the Boll Weevils, you got 1 to spare. We head into set number 4 with the Boll Weevils up by 1. Enterprise State 2-1. They win this one. They are into the first round of championship play tomorrow, and the only way for them to not win the championship is to be forced into an if game, then have a couple of opportunities. LBW, though, saying, we're just a win away from tying this one up and doing the same thing. Letting people come to us tomorrow. Big set here. Boll Weevils trying to win it and take the rest of the night off. Saints trying to tie it and go to a fifth and decisive set. Bean will serve in a one-apiece game. First touch, Roans, back set, Walker. Saints grow the lead to 2-1. Over goes to Long, and Long will ricochet that thing off De Jesus, off Smith. Heck, it might even have touched Kelly on the way out. Boll Weevils serving in a 2-2 game. And that is Bean saying she got fingertips. She didn't. Thinking she did, but did not. Well, you lose this game, you're not out of it. You still got a chance tomorrow, but you still got a chance tonight to get to tomorrow. De Jesus, it is blocked right back over by Freeman. Four-2 Boll Weevil lead. Back set. Stewart will drive it across. So lose this one. You take about an hour-ish break. And then you got a matchup with Wallace Hansfeld, who awaits. And it's Long with a block. And a 6 p.m. matchup slated between Wallace Hansfeld and the loser of this one. Then tomorrow your schedule looks like this. 11 a.m., the winner of tonight's 6 p.m. game takes on the winner of this outing. And the winner of tonight's 6 p.m. game is hoping to force an if game that would be played at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. If you come out of this one unscathed, you're hoping to play 1 tomorrow, not 2. You get out of the 6 p.m. game tonight, you're hoping to play 2 tomorrow, not 1. First touch, Bean, Smith. Setting up Stewart, drives it cross court. Walker's there, over to Long. Smith got a piece of it. Setting up Bean, drives it. And a miscommunication turns into a Saint point. Adeline Stewart serving. Bumped over to Vigil, mid part of the floor, and Freeman drives it over. With that set and that shot, I have not seen it fail today for Freeman. I don't know if I've seen it fail this weekend for Freeman. Two-point game. Green tipping it over, dug out by Rhodes. Over it goes to De Jesus, and she'll go long. 8 teams got here. 4 teams out of the South. LBW, Enterprise State, Coastal Alabama North, and Bishop State. 4 out of the north. Wallace Hansville, Calhoun, Snead State, Southern Union. Freeman and Enterprise State is doubled up on the Saints. Cuba Wiggins coming into the game for the Saints. First touch Bean. Stewart able to bring it back onto the floor. Smith sends it over. Back set for Freeman. Blocked by DeJesus. Petty going cross court. Bean drives it. Petty. Back over to Vigil. Vigil aiming for the inline and goes long. Next week, all kinds of sports here on JockJive. We start basketball on Monday. And I think we've got basketball Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Football Friday. Baseball Saturday and Sunday. Vigil tipping it for Petty. And I think they got 4 hits. You do on the Enterprise State side. Well, there's been an adjustment on the scoreboard here. It's got it as a 7-6 game. I'm going to adjust as they do here. They're the official scorekeepers. They're the ones that's got it right. Vigil able to tip it over, and DeJesus can't get to it. Now it is an 8-6 game. Picked up in the backcourt, by the way, by Kennedy Miller. Miller, since coming into the contest, has gotten extensive play for Enterprise State. Well, now they add that point, so I guess somewhere along the line they said, you know what, that point should have been up there on the board. So it is a 10-6 game, as that'll go into the net. And it's 10-7. Into service, Addie Dunnigan. Petty will bang it off of Smith. Serve back over to the Ball Weevils. Needing 14 to close it out. Saints needing 18. Boy, that seems so far away, the way these two teams play. Serving is Smith. Perry back onto the floor for the Boll Weevils. And a sent over by Miller. Back set, Kelly wide. And now Bean looked around and said, hey, didn't that get fingertips? And the official agreed. Smith again serving. Back to a 2-point game. Petty leans in, drives it wide. Off the floor is Miller. Checking back into the ball game is Long for the Boll Weevils of Enterprise State. Setting up Perry, drives it across. Smith is there. Smith over to Bean, blocked by Walker and Perry. What a job by Bean to get there. DeJesus sends it back over. Petty driving it in front of the inline. What work by Bean and then DeJesus. And then the Weevils said, hey, forget your work. Here's one we think of the work, and they drive it across to turn it into a 2-point game. Back set Bean. Barry got a piece of it. Rhodes trying to dig it out. Whistle blown. And it is a St. Point. And more cleanup on aisle. What was it on the office? Aisle 4? Aisle 7? Aisle 9? I don't remember which aisle. And if you don't watch The Office, then it probably is irrelevant anyway. Bean will serve. Little tip by Vigil, setting up Barry. Boll Weevils get the serve back. Bean, Aaron toss. De Jesus couldn't catch up with it. And the Boll Weevil lead grows to 3. The loser hangs around, plays another match, takes on Wallace Hansful, who's been sitting back behind the current LBW side of the floor watching. De Jesus over to Smith, back set, Stewart drives, dug out by Vigil. And Walker took a long trip trying to get to it and couldn't. A 2-point game with Smith serving. Setting up Freeman. There is that shot that's nearly indefensible, but the Saints do this time. Got the back set to Walker, blocked by De Jesus. Knew what was coming and got there defensively. Served up by Smith. Setting him long, bangs it. De Jesus got it. Somehow that dropped in. We are tied at 14, and Enterprise State takes a timeout.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Smith to serve in a 14 apiece game. Both teams 11 away from either a win or another set. (15-14) Boll Weevils. Smith first touch. Stewart leans in and drives it long. Did it get fingers? No. And the Boll Weevils with the first couple of points coming out of the timeout. That will go long. I don't know if it is the adrenaline level, but when these two teams meet, they commit service errors. The two regular season games combined, there were 37 errors. De Jesus flicking it over. Sending him long. Long will drop it off Smith. Dropped in front of the inline beam, thought it was going long. But it is perfect, turns into an ace. And get on the serve long to Jesus. Able to squeeze it through the Vigil, and Freeman blocked. De Jesus serving. Back set to Freeman, pokes it over. Smith there. Smith with a set to Stewart. And yes, there are two Smiths on the LBW side. Freeman driving it off of De Jesus. And there you got Dr. Michelle Ivey returning it. Right up there on the second tier. The AD at Marion Military Institute. A 3-point ball game, tipped over by Bean. Petty couldn't get there. (19-17) game served up by Dunnigan. Over to Petty. Petty drives, fingertips of Kelly and Smith there. Over to Bean, lobs into the backcourt. Picked up by Long, setting up Barry. De Jesus will get to it. Back set for Stewart. And it's blocked by Barry. Paul Weevils needing 5. De Jesus first touch, back set, Kelly. Stewart will pick it up after the Petty block. Bean drives. Walker got a hand on it. Bump back over to Petty, left side. And that will go out of bounds, having last touched Kelly. Timeout on the floor, Saints. Paul Weevils trying to end it in 4. Saints trying to hit the reset button. Battle back, down by 4. Not an insurmountable lead. Definitely an advantage, though, as that goes long for Bean. Vigil with the serve, over to Bean, tips it across, Petty underneath. Vigil back set to Walker, Walker off De Jesus. Paul Weevils needing 2, Saints needing 8. Back set to Kelly, blocked by Petty. We are at set and match point. Over to Bean, drives it. Dug out by Rhodes, picked off the net by Vigil, Petty into the backcourt. Stewart's there, Bean drives it and drives it off Walker. Saints still got life. Smith will serve. Again, we are at set and match point. Back set to Petty. And that will find its way through the Bean and the Kelly block, and this one is over. It will be Enterprise State representing the winner's bracket in tomorrow's play at 11 a.m. The question will be, will they take on the Saints again, or will they take on the Lions again? For the Saints, they've got to hang around and play again. A 6 p.m. matchup with Wallace Hansville as Enterprise State takes this one by winning sets 1, 3, and 4. Saints winning set 2. So we know the stage. It's been set for the 6 p.m. matchup, which according to our clock on the scoreboard is now 79 minutes away. It will be LBW and Wallace Hansville. In the last game of the day, it will be Enterprise State and somebody in the first game tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Why don't you come back in about 79 minutes? Check out the Lions and the Saints. And, of course, we've got all kinds of stuff ongoing, like baseball. I think the football's wrapped up, so I guess you got some baseball in the meantime. See you at 6. For all the folks with the ACCC and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.